Hi Libra, welcome to your reading for July 2023. This reading is intended for Libra, Sun, Moon, and Risings. So let's get into it. We have on the top of the spread the Death Rebirth card, Four of Swords, the Knight of Pentacles. So recently there's been a drastic transformation when it comes to your foundations in some way, whether that's your living situation, a family situation, really key friendships, key partnerships, romantic partnerships. There's been a transformation that has caused you to have to break away from what you've known as secure and what has always been known to bring you security. And, this could have been very dramatic. Whatever the case is, you're in the process now of healing what your heart, repairing your heart, and learning to create a foundation in your life that is based on your emotional well-being and your needs. A big reason that this shakeup in your foundation happened is because you have outgrown that situation. You've outgrown what has always been familiar to you, especially in a emotional sense. You are becoming very emotionally aware, emotionally mature, and you're developing an awareness of how you want your partnerships to be and how you behave in partnerships. You want things to be more interdependent and not codependent, and that's what's kind of brought down this transformation into your foundations. So now you are in the process of nurturing yourself and building new foundations for yourself on your terms based on this newfound emotional maturity. And this will take time, but you're well on your way to really cultivating a deep emotional satisfaction, um, cultivating a lot of stability in your life that you've created. It's not dependent on any um, outside factors. It's not, you know, you don't have to appease anyone or worry about getting into a fight with somebody. This is something that comes organically from you. The stability comes organically from you, and it will take a while, but you're on your way to building that. Now, you're in the process this month of healing your heart from what has happened in the past, from growing this growing your life based out of this maturity that you've found in yourself and healing your heart from what's happened in the past. Now, as you do this, there will be people from your past that come back to, just try and win you back, try and get you to come back to the situation you were in before, whatever that is. You're doing very well on your own when you have time to rest, when you have time to isolate, when you have time to nurture yourself emotionally without the distractions of other people's needs, what other people want you to do. Because when other people are involved in this equation, you want to spread yourself out thin. You want to make everyone happy. You want to please everyone. And that stifles your emotions. You can never express how you really feel. It stifles your creativity. And it ultimately blocks your heart. So all this healing you're doing on your heart, when you go out and try to be everything for everyone and you neglect your own needs, you're really, damaging your heart center and creating blockages there. So now that this transformation has taken place, you're on your own, you're learning how to heal your heart, you're learning how to live your life with on your own terms and nurture yourself and build things for yourself and create a interdependent community, not a codependent community, not a toxic community. You're building new foundations. That's where you're headed. Now, there's people from your past that want to come back and kind of trip you up. And when these people come, you will get stuck in your head. You will feel like this progress that you're making, um, it will be put on hold because these people want to come in and make you second guess yourself, make you think that you can't do certain things when you know that you're able to do certain things on your own, but you're not used to it. This is just something that you're learning to cultivate within yourself now. So it's very easy for somebody to come in because you are in the beginning stages of building this new foundation for yourself. You're in the beginning stages of healing your heart. You're in the beginning stages of learning how to nurture yourself. It's very easy for somebody to come in and convince you that you can't do what you think you want to do. You can't achieve your dreams. You can't achieve those long-term goals. And because this energy, this Knight of Pentacles is slow, this process is slow moving, it's not something you're going to see results in until later on. So it's but in your heart, when you are by yourself and you're building up this momentum, you're learning to nurture yourself, you're healing your heart, there's not a lot of tangible things there. This is something that just happens within you, and it will lead to physical manifestations of prosperity down the road. But right now, this is deeply emotional, deeply spiritual. So because you can't see the tangible results of your dreams and your goals at this time, it's easy for someone from the past to come in and get in your head and convince you to doubt yourself, convince you to that you can't achieve your goals, and convince you to sabotage your own dreams. So because you have no tangible manifestations of this spiritual growth that you've experienced, this emotional growth you've experienced, it might be easy to say throw in the towel, give in to that Eight of Swords, that self-doubt, that the negative thoughts brought on by the person of the past, or even if it's not a person, it could just be, dwelling on the past, reminiscing on the past. Because a lot of times when we are doing deep healing work like this, when we're in a period of heavy self-reflection, it's very easy to reminisce, and the nostalgia gets the better of us, and we think maybe things weren't as bad as they were, and maybe things were a little more dramatic than they needed to be. And so there's this tendency to get all caught in your head, to self-sabotage, to really just thwart all this emotional healing. But all this emotional healing, everything that you're doing, going out on your own, becoming more self-reliant, learning how to nurture yourself, that's building a foundation for you later down the road, where you will have new friendships, new partnerships, new foundations but it starts with this emotional healing now. So right now you don't see the tangible results of it. And because you might feel like you don't have that new support system that you need at the time, it's easy for you to fall back. But falling back into the past is only going to sabotage you on your path to create something new for yourself. So at the bottom of this spread here, we have the Sun, the Five of Cups, Lovers, and the Page of Pentacles. So this is where, if you can bypass the middle part of the spread where you succumb to the past and get in your head with self-doubt, self-sabotage, and keep yourself stuck emotionally and financially and everything. Keep yourself stuck for, the based on the nostalgia of what used to be. You're putting a block on everything that's to come. So if you can bypass that whole thing and stick to nurturing yourself and building the momentum you want to see in your foundation, in your career, financially, healing your heart, healing your soul, healing your mind, becoming emotionally mature, and figuring out what it is you want in your relationships with others. What kind of communities you want to build, what kind of job do you want to have. So if you can focus on yourself, focus on nurturing, focus on healing, when the past comes in to play with your mind, you'll be easily able to see right through it and see it for what it is. And it will be less and less appealing to you the more that you nurture yourself and spend time with yourself and slowly build the foundation, set the building blocks for what you want for your life. The more you follow that, the past will have very little hold on you. But it's when you give in to the isolation, give in to the loneliness, give in to the nostalgia that you put everything on hold. So that's kind of a bit of a test this month to, you've gone through this transformation. You are walking this path alone and healing your heart alone. So the past is going to come back to see if you're really done with it. And if you can move through that time, you come out on top. If you can let go of the nostalgia, release the emotions, release the guilt, release just any toxicity, anything that is making you feel like you should sacrifice your own needs for others, let it go, because that is when you're able to let that go, that's when you've made the choice to really start building this new life. So at the beginning of this month, you're building the momentum emotionally, spiritually, through healing your heart from the past, from the drama or the transformation of your previous foundations. And then when you can make the choice to let go of the past and not fall victim to nostalgia, not fall victim to manipulation, and not sabotage yourself, that's when you make the choice to really start building this life for yourself. And that's when you will start to see the momentum come. You'll start to see the opportunities come, because once you nurture yourself in this way and make yourself the priority and start to map out what kind of community you want, what kind of job you want, what kind of partnerships you want, that's when you'll be able to recognize the opportunities and not fall victim to any codependency or any kind of toxicity in these areas. All right, guys, that's what I have for you this month. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next reading. If you would like a personal reading with me, I will link it in the description below. Thank you.